2 rows, so. All right, I have connectors. Screws, I got the screws. Oh, they're right there. These bad boys aren't going anywhere. Put my corners on. I'll be done. So I've got the raised beds completed, and now it's time to fill them and do some planting. So it's fall here in Virginia. It's late October, and the only thing I'm going to be planting right now is garlic, so that I can harvest it next July. So the temperatures are cool enough. It's mid-October. Temperatures are cool enough. They're cool enough at night, which should be really great for getting the garlic bulbs established. They'll hibernate over the winter, and then they'll be ready to start growing come the spring, and then should be able to harvest them come July, June-July timeframe, depending on how fast they grow. So I got Christopher Ranch fresh garlic. I got it in bulk, and I'm going to be taking the biggest bulbs that I can get out of them, and I'll plant those. So hopefully next year I'll get big bulbs as well, and I can continue. Hopefully this will be the last time I ever have to buy garlic, long story short. So I'm going to be planting enough to be able to have through next season, as well as be able to plant in the future years, and maybe in the future maybe sell it. So this is all part of my homesteading journey, This is all part of our homesteading journey. And come watch me as I fill up these garden beds. I'm lining the bottoms with a lot of cardboard that I have. That'll break down over time. I had so much cardboard from all the moving we did. So I'm filling the bottoms, and then I'm going to plant in a layer of some wood chips, some other organics, hopefully to kind of get it up to halfway full. And then I have some garden soil, which I will plant on top. And the same thing goes for the 10-inch bed, 10-inch tall bed. But I just won't use as much materials, and that's the one I'm actually going to plant the garlic in. So the deeper beds are for more of the root vegetables, carrots, potatoes, onions, so on and so forth. And the smaller ones will be for the things that don't have as deeper roots. So anyways, come watch me as I fill up these beds. So I have a layer of cardboard established in bed number 1. This is the 10-inch bed. This is the 20-inch bed. As you can see, I have a ton of cardboard in there as well. I have a couple of layers in here. So now I have, from all over the property, I have a ton of wood chips and things like that. So I'm going to fill up the smaller one first, because I really I need to get my garlic in. So this is my priority today. So I'm going to do that right now, and then get it established, and then we'll work on bed number 2. The bigger ones I think I'm going to save for over there, but these smaller ones. I wish I had more leaf mulch, but not this season. I don't have a lot of trees that are with leaves falling this year, so next year this will break down over time. I'm gonna go into the animal pen. Let's see if I can get some more, see those big piles over there? So all this debris is a result of these pine trees that we took down, all the trees we took down a couple of years ago to start building this awesome homestead. It's very windy here today. Also putting down this this wood will help with water flow in the bed. At least initially. Actually, I'm gonna take some clumps of clay too. Clay is a good water retainer, so that'll help in the. We want the water to flow, but we also want to retain water. Clay is a really good moisture retainer, water retainer. So having a little bit in there is probably at the bottom, especially at the bottom, is probably a good thing. And of course, the ground that it's sitting on is all clay. So I guess time will tell as we see how my crops grow, huh? I may come back to you and go, that was a really bad idea. Because you know what, gardening, it's this trial and error. See what works, what doesn't work. And we came from Massachusetts, and the soil there is definitely different. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going with the raised beds as opposed to going in the ground, because I do not want to start messing with the clay soil, to be quite honest with you. And it's hard as a rock. You can still rotate crops. So that's one of the things I used to do. My old house is, I used to put different crops in different raised beds. You know, just to kind of create that variation, just like in farming, just let the soil rest, create different nutrients within the soil. It's worked for me in the past, so hoping it'll work here. All right, that's good. Oh, maybe I'll have enough leaves. I can grind up some leaves to put in as a top mulching layer. Still a lot of trees here, so I assume I'm going to get a lot of leaves. I just don't know if they're going to be in the main area here. It's a nice solid layer, huh? All right. Now I think I'm going to get my topsoil. All right, so what I have here for my garden soil, I got this from Costco in bulk in a pallet. It's Back to the Roots Organic Raised Bed Mix. Premium blend mixed with plant food, yucca, extract, and gypsum. And this is, each bag is 1 cubic foot. If my calculations were correct, based on what my friend ChatGPT said, hopefully I have enough for all my beds here, but we shall see. All right. Let's cut it right down the bottom. It opens up nicely. This is really nice. I'll get the first layer put on, and then I'll come back with the second layer, and then we'll plant the garlic. This was definitely the critical path, if I have to, for lack of a better term. All right. So spread out as evenly as I can get it. All right, let me show you. I'll give a little bit more of a close-up. It's really nice soil, I'll tell you. All right, let me show you. Here's a close-up. Soil's really nice, see? I want to be able to go through that. Yeah, it's nice. This will be great. All right, time to get the garlic planted. All right, so the garlic should be 4 to 6 inches apart each row, down the row, and then 6 to 8 inches in between. For the first row, I'm gonna figure it out that way. I have, when we moved, I have a spacer. Actually, I have a piece of wood that's got the lines on it. I have no idea where that is right now, so we're just going to wing it for this season, and hopefully next season I'll do a little bit more structured, but for now this will be good. Get my garlic. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to find the big bulbs. So this one looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do here, as you can see, I'm just going to, usually you just pull them apart. And this is a really nice big bulb. These are really nice and big. So big ones I'm going to plant. If there's any smaller ones in here, I probably won't. So maybe these smaller ones, maybe not so much. I really want the big ones. So I'll keep these smaller ones for eating. Okay. I'm gonna do this with all the bulbs. Make sure you keep the skin on them. You don't want to peel them back like when you're cooking. Ooh, that's a nice big one. Been using this for cooking, just to check out like how spicy or mild they are. They're not very spicy, so I don't like spicy garlic. I like aromatic garlic. Like I said, the idea of this is to be able to not ever have to buy these again, unless I want a different variety. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we'll start. So like I said, flat part down. I'm just gonna forge. This first row, they're spaced 4 inches apart and 6 inches. Each row is 6 inches apart. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna leave this here and you can watch me finish this here. I knew that was gonna happen. All right. Here, because I'm just being lazy. I have to go over to the other side. Honestly, and if you put these in upside down, they'll still come back. They'll figure out the way up. So don't ever stress about like putting it in. Some of these are double bulbs, but it's fine. This feels so nice. And it's supposed to rain tonight, so these will get nice and watered in later. I may throw a little bit of water over them so that stuff doesn't wash away, but should be fine. Very excited to get my first vegetables in, or herbs in, on this homestead. You know, it's It's very exciting to grow your own stuff. I enjoy it immensely, I will say. As long as the little critters don't come in here and eat them all. Garlic's usually not an issue. I don't really have an issue with garlic. I don't like the smell of it. Great thing is in the summertime, in the springtime, you can actually, in between, you can actually plant some other stuff in between, like lettuces and stuff. And that side will leave for the spring. Plant something over there. All right. I think that'll do it for planting garlic. Just make sure they're good and covered. See some sprouting before the season officially ends. The fall. The nice thing about, so I only did these beds 4 feet wide for a reason. Just enough for me to be able to get over that way. The tall ones, same thing. It'd be nice, they're a little bit taller, they're higher. Maybe I'll make these taller in the future, but honestly, they're fine for now. They're fine. They're, like I said, objective is these are low, short rooting vegetables, plants. I think I get everything covered. All right. Voila. That's my garlic. All right. So that's how I made my vegetable gardens, my raised vegetable beds in preparation for the spring of 2026. And I hope to be planting anything from root vegetables to lettuces and beans, cucumbers, and so on and so forth. So more to come next spring. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions or need any further details on how I did any of this, or you want a copy of my ChatGPT plan, happy to share that. This was really fun to do. It's definitely a challenge being on a slope. We'll see how everything works out in the spring, but you know, I'm really happy that at least it's done, and it's not perfect, but nothing's perfect in this world. And I'm a DIYer and a homesteader, and just really trying to learn as I go, because this is the first time me building, you know, vegetable gardens without buying something off the shelf from the store. So you know, give it a try if you're looking for something fun to do, and you know, do it yourself and learn how to put pieces of wood together and cut wood and all that fun stuff. So thanks for watching. Again, please let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe to our channel. We love when you all subscribe and watch and comment. And until the next video, thanks for watching. Bye.